Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for May the 23rd through to the 29th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me thank you for your energy, your loving, supportive, positive energy that you send my way each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now let's get to you. Now we do have the Four of Swords as our first card, so this is rest where appropriate. Listen to your body. And it's all right to take a downer time. Relax for a little bit. Take a time out. Put yourself on a timeout. Absolutely. So when my kids were little, you know, and I was a single mom, and I raised my kids without any support, unfortunately. Not weekends, not nothing. So very rare, very. So at times, I mean, it was going to work all day and coming home and being a mom and a dad at night. And so every so often you just get to that point, right? So I would put myself on a timeout, and I'd put myself in the bathroom. And of course the kids are all, like, what's mom doing? And I would have just like a 5-minute bubble bath and just breathe. And then I'd be all refreshed and ready to go again. So take that time out, however limited your lifestyle is, in taking a time out. Get in that 5-minute bubble bath, that little walk through nature to recharge your batteries, to feel that vitality, that strength, that empowerment that lays within. Okay, we don't want to get bogged down. We want to watch our health this week. Typically, this is the warrior that comes off the battlefield. He hangs up his weapons, he takes off his armor, and he lays down to recharge his batteries, to heal, to rest, to recuperate, and to make plans for a future. Now, right next to it, we have the Fool. So how exciting is this? Because the new path could open at any time. So we want to have that vitality. We want to feel that bounce in our step, that empowerment that lies within us. So take those time outs if necessary. Meditate, pray, get into nature. Do whatever you have to do in order to have those time outs, to recharge, to feel that vitality, because there is a new path opening wide open to you. Now, usually this is career, but it could be, in a general reading, just about anything. It could be love. It could be new love coming in. It could be the rebirth of a relationship that's gone stagnated. A second chance. This could be new job, new career, higher stature in the community in some way, getting appointed to a board at something, a board of directors at something, holding a seat within a committee. This is a new path opening up to you, so we want to feel the vitality. Okay, now the Queen of Swords, so it will lean towards your passions, what your abilities, your talents, your passions, what you like to do. Okay, this gives you strength and determination going forward in your path. And we have the Five of Cups crossing over everything. So with the Five of Cups crossing over everything, we may be looking at what we did wrong. It's something where, this is essentially crying over spilt milk. And we're not going to see the opportunity if we're too busy having a pity party for ourselves. And what we did wrong, what we didn't do, what we did do that we shouldn't have done, what we said that we shouldn't have said, or vice versa. So no crying over spilt milk, no looking backwards at regrets, because that's going to slow you down. That's going to put blinders on, and you may not see that opportunity come around when it comes around. Now, I'm a firm believer that if you miss an opportunity, it will come around again. It may look a little bit different. It may walk a little bit different, but it is the same opportunity coming around again when we are more ready to receive. So we want to stay in that positive, ready to receive, go with the flow kind of energy around us this week. We want to feel that vitality. So once again, back to the Four of Swords, we want to feel that vitality. So we have to take the time out when it's needed and take care of ourselves so that we are ready to go. For our underlying energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles, new pathways to abundance opening up to us. It could come in the form of a gift. So if you've needed money in order to get that business off the ground, it may come as a small lottery win, an insurance payout. a tax payment, court settlement. It could be just a gift. It could be a mentor coming your way to give you some kind of wisdom for you to take that next step. And it's not going to be this conscious energy because it's our underlying energy. So pay attention to any kind of little gifts received, even if they're like little gifts from the universe. You know, you see a white feather in an unusual place, or a dime or a penny laying there, if that's your currency. That same song is stuck in your head all week. You keep seeing that same advertisements on the billboards, on the internet, in a magazine, in the newspaper. It just keeps popping up. What is the universe trying to tell you? What is God, your angels, your spirit guides trying to lean you towards? So pay attention to those little gifts from the universe this week. For our overriding energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, so it is all about a hard work week, unfortunately. We need to work hard. We need to be very productive in what we do. We need to shine this week. And we're going to force ourselves to shine this week. All the more reason to recoup when necessary, because we're going to need that energy, that vitality, to raise the bar in what we do and how we do it and why we do it. We have the Lovers. So it could be about deepening relationships, growing relationships stronger. So always have that as the back message to what you are trying to do. If you're in a leadership position, you don't want to come on strong. You want to come in through love, to deliver the message in a loving way so that it is welcomed, it's received, it's embraced, and the relationship grows deeper because of it. At work, within the community, at home, with your partner. It's about growing those relationships deeper, and by using love as your means to get where you want to go going forward. For we also have the Two of Wands. This is really about going with the flow. This is feeling an imbalance and you're really being pulled towards a certain path right now, a certain lesson in life, using your wisdom in some way. So the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides are setting you up into this path, and we can go kicking and screaming sometimes. Sometimes we go with the flow. So go with the flow, accept what happens to you, understand that it is for your greater good going forward, and try and attach to the wisdom of the situation. As we go into the weekend and next week, we have the Five of Pentacles. And this is sometimes feeling like we're left out in the cold. So be careful how you use the energy this week. Make sure you got love behind everything that you do. Make sure you are recuperating when necessary, recharging your batteries, resting, taking care of yourself health-wise. Because as the weekend comes around and going into next week, we actually feel like the pity party is all over again, like we're left out in the cold, that everybody's getting ahead, that so something could happen this week to actually make us feel like we've taken a step backwards, but we really haven't. We're sitting in front of the door of abundance here. So it's realizing that whatever struggle, anxiety, chaos that we have to walk through in life, that there is a wisdom that we are going to take from that. It's putting us in the right place at the right time. It is for our higher good, our greater good. So we need to go with the flow. We need to accept what happens to us, take ownership of it, change what we can, do what we can, and give the rest up to God, and know that we are on the right path. It is coupled with the Knight of Wands and the Empress. So this is looking at our past, seeing what the fires that we've already walked through in life. And it puts us in the direction of the Empress. A brand new creative path, new beginnings, new starts. So I guess I should have just called that card up when I was talking about that one. I didn't look far enough in advance. This is really just understanding what we walk through in life. Gives us the wisdom, gives us the tools, gives us the empowerment to walk into those new beginnings. And that's exactly what's happening. Love. Relationships. Queen of Cups. What a beautiful card to have. You're open to receiving love. You're more loving. You're more giving. You're kind. You're cooperative. You are Everything about you this week is to growing a greater love, or stepping into love, or being open to love. So where you are having problems within relationships, you're open to resolving, to working things out, to giving it your loving energy, to meeting the person halfway, or 100% should be more like it. I was at a wedding once, and um, it was said that here's two people and they're going to be joined, and we think that this is joining them. And really, when you enter a relationship of any kind, you both have to give 100%. So when you hit the hard parts in life, you lean on each other for support rather than separating from each other. So we give 100%. And that's exactly what you're doing. And you're showing it. You're showing what is needed in a relationship when it comes to love, passion, joy, security. And you're wanting that for yourself. But you're very giving this week. You're very loving this week. You're very the humanitarian this week. And so that's a beautiful karma to have, because that will pay off immensely down the road for you. Work, career, finances, we have the Queen of Wands, so we are really thinking things through. For work, career, it's more of our mindset. We are looking at how we've gotten to this point in time in our work, in our career, in our money matters. We are probably going to start to implement a plan in the coming weeks of how to really go forward in a structure, so that we are climbing that ladder, or the bank book is balancing. She's the quiet one in the deck. She thinks things through. She doesn't make a decision on a whim. And she understands everything that is involved in making the decision to go forward in one way or another. So, I mean, this is really a plotting and planning time for you when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to moving forward. It's using your best judgment. It's not jumping the gun on anything. It's thinking it through. It's understanding the steps that you need to do to go forward. So I think this is a longer term energy than just this week. So maybe it has something with Mars moving into Scorpio. I don't think it would, but it could. It might be doing something with Saturn or something, and really working out the plan of how to go forward with the strength. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.